Okay, welcome everybody to another hashtag Real Talk podcast. This is where we bring you inspiring, motivating and empowering content to take your life to the next level. But every week we do a GenInvest takeover, which is where we bring a special guest in to talk about financial matters. And every Wednesday we bring our new house guest, Mr. Gary Edwards, onto the show. Gary, tell them a little bit about yourselves if they haven't seen some of the previous episodes already.
Yes, so we have the financial education program where we teach children in primary schools how to manage money in fun and engaging ways.
Fantastic. So this guy takes what people believe is complex and makes it so simple that primary school children between like 7 and 11, something like that.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, 7 and 11 can get the concept. So we're going to bring you content that allows you to be able to grasp what these children are getting, because we believe that will also bless you. But we've got a special one today, and we're going to call it the how-to for parents. We're going to do a how-to for parents, okay? So you've been listening to this guy, and we've been talking a lot towards adults for the last, 4 or 5 episodes. But this one's very much geared towards parents and their children. Okay, so Gary, so what's the topic today? So what is it that we're going to teach to parents today?
Yes, how to empower your child to keep money and prepare for the future.
Wow, so we're going to empower them in this show, 15 minutes, okay, and we're going to empower parents to be able to encourage their children to save. Now that is a breakthrough. So what is it? Do we have some magical steps? Is there a formula? What is it? What we're going to do? What we're going to show them?
We're going to share some steps today
that
the parents can apply. Go through that process of equipping their children to keep money that's going to set them up for the future. Yes.
And this is the great thing. The sooner, guys, if you've seen any of our episodes, there was a particular one that we discussed, and it was very much about compounding, the power of compounding. The sooner you can get your children to start saving, the power, which is, Albert Einstein said is the 8th wonder of the world, will start to kick into play. So the sooner you can get your children to start saving, and start as soon as you can, as soon as they're compos mentis and are able to understand, get them saving, get that principle in, because if they do that early enough, I'm telling you, they will reap crazy rewards. So Gary, so you said there's some steps. Let's go with step number 1 then. Tell us, what is step number 1, my friend?
Yes. So ask the child, what can we learn from squirrels?
That's a simple one. Okay.
Yes, literally. Ask them, what can we learn from squirrels? Now their mind's going to start going in various places. But just hone it in and ask them, what is it they do with their food? What do they do with their nuts? Okay. I was going to be a few parents going to be laughing right now.
Yeah. What do they do with their nuts?
I'll go straight in. Okay. What do they do with their nuts?
Okay. Do you go in and go, what does a squirrel do with his nuts? Okay, right. Okay. So this is a clean show.
Yes. But I think people know, and even children know, that squirrels are good at storing, they are good at hoarding. And one of the key things that squirrels do is they keep some of their food. They bury, they store, they hide some of their nuts for winter.
Right.
Because squirrels know that in the winter there's going to be scarcity, less of their food to eat. So they put some aside. They keep some of their nuts.
Right, I like that. So one of the key things then we're trying to get them to do is to understand is that, look at a squirrel and say, why would a squirrel do that? Okay, what is it that they're doing for them to go, actually, why am I not doing the same thing? If a squirrel understands that, and my mind's bigger than a squirrel, I'm hoping, okay, maybe we should be following that principle. Okay, so learn for what a squirrel does, okay, and obviously they harvest, they find food, and then they store some away.
A squirrel, if you look at it, they're preparing for the future, Denzil.
Yeah. They're wise, aren't they?
They are wise.
Yeah.
So look at it quite simply, right? As if you put it in terms of a human now, right? If everybody, all of the nation was to keep some of their money and put it aside, prepare for the future, would that have a transformational effect on society, on the home?
100%.
Right?
100%.
That'd just be one principle learning from a squirrel, just to keep some and prepare. Because the thing is, there is going to be financial winters. There are going to be rainy days. So by asking the child to think about what it is a squirrel does, is just getting them quite simply to associate keeping with squirrels, with the future, with winter.
Love
so it's that very much the association.
Yeah.
And in terms of our business, keep on squirreling.
Yeah.
Links in. We have a squirrel called Keepsy the squirrel, and the primary school children absolutely love Keepsy. And again, we're linking in that whole thing with squirrels, entertainment, fun, and that whole thing around association.
Excellent. So step number one, do it in a light-hearted way. Use animals to be able to drive home a principle of what to do with your finances. Okay, so what's step number 2? So I've got step number 1 now. I've gone through that with my nieces or my nephews. I'm actually going to see one of my young nieces on next Sunday, so I'll have to try this out. Okay, what's step number 2? Number 2.
Before we go to step number 2, just one thing. With step number 1, get them saying a little affirmation, a little mantra conditions. Keep money like a squirrel keeps its nuts.
Keep money like a squirrel keeps its nuts.
Yes. So if you want everyone to remind them, right? Or you could just say, keep money like A, and they have to finish off. Again, it's just that conditioning, that reminder to keep money like a squirrel keeps its nuts.
Oh, okay. I like that. Are you doing that in schools? Is that working in schools?
Yes.
Okay, we love that. Okay, love that. So step number 2, my friend. What is step number 2 then?
Okay. Have a little session with your child around their talents and goals.
Oh, okay.
So get the child and help them explore what are they naturally good at.
Yeah.
What do they seem to do that creates great results with the least amount of effort?
Oh, okay.
Where do they seem gifted? And I'm going to show you in a moment, or explain why this links with finances. But then also get them dreaming, get them thinking about goals, get them thinking short, medium, long term. Get them dreaming. Get your child dreaming.
And every child dreams. Every child dreams. And every child has a talent. I don't know why we lose that, but as you said, there's some kids who are just naturally funny. Like you are a natural comedian, and they don't have to work at it. It's just something they do. Some are just gifted with dancing. Some kids are just incredible with, reading books at like 3 years old. So everybody has a talent. So it's driving that out of them. Okay, and then get them to have goals. How does that correlate then? So we were talking about finances, a finance podcast. How does that correlate then in terms of finding their talent and getting the goal?
Okay, we're looking at exploring their goals. At some point in their life, okay, their talent, they're going to want to turn that into a career.
Oh, okay.
The goal that they want to realise, make happen, they are both going to need funding, Denzil.
Yeah.
At some point in their life, the dream, the goal, that talent that they have, right, they want to turn that into a career. It's all going to need funding.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I say this as well, the amount of people I've come across in their 20s or 30s, and we hear them say, I wanted to do this, or if only I did this, or I would love to have done this. However, I didn't have the finances, I didn't have the money, or I had large debts, and as a result, I went down this path.
That's a great thing.
We get the children literally thinking now, if it was 30 or 40 doing something they didn't want to do or hated day in, day out, because they never had the finances or prepared to live out their dreams, their goals, or turning their talent into a profession that could really truly make a difference to people's lives.
Okay, so one of the things what you're doing, you're creating a pull to say the reason I'm pulling you towards saving is because of this. Not just as you said, you've got the mantra, but there is now emotion behind the mantra. That if I do this, and if they can grasp this at a young age, at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that actually if I can put away my money like a squirrel keeps its nuts, okay, then I'll be able to have a future, a compelling future based on that. So that's what you're doing, isn't it? Is associating an emotion behind saving.
Absolutely.
Love that.
And it's also giving the child a compelling reason, a compelling future to want to keep money in the first place.
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a purpose behind keeping some money.
Love that. Okay, got that. Okay, so principle number 1, or not principle number 1, but step number 1, okay, is teach them and learn from squirrels. What do they do? And give them the mantra. Let them get the mantra down. Number 2 is get them to dream big. Dream big goals. Tell them what is your goal, what are your talents, what are the things that you'd like to do in the future. That way then you put an emotion behind the reason for saving. All right, so is there a step 3?
Yes.
There's more? Okay, there's more.
We got some steps.
Yeah.
Make it memorable, make it sticky.
Right.
Make it sticky. So what do I mean by that? Okay. You need to know your child, and what really create something sticky or memorable for them. So you could create, for example, with their dreams and goals, a vision board.
Yeah.
You could have your child creating a vision board, and that's linking in with something that's compelling again.
Yeah.
Right. So if they've got these goals and dreams, create the pictures on the computer, print them off, put it on an A4, A3,
nice,
and you can stick it on their wall.
Yeah.
Right. So that works really well for somebody who is very visual.
Yeah.
Now it may be, someone who likes something a little bit more of music, okay, or imagery, and you can create something on the computer then again. Or it could be something where they've just got a clear, where they've got their goals written down in their talents.
However your learning style.
Yes, it is. But what you want to do is you want to condition that in within the child and have them looking at that daily and weekly. So that's what it is. You're making it stick.
I love that. So not only getting them to dream, but you've got to say, not just for today, but I want you to tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is have some form of visualization or visual representation or something that's written down so they see that every day. So you'd probably have that in their bedroom and say to them on the door or frame, or because I know I have one as an adult.
Yes.
So I have that as soon as I walk out. I got my mission statement, I got my goals, and I've got them right in front of me. I got it on my computer, so I see every single day. So that's what you're saying to do, is to have your goals set before you, know what you want, what it is, to drive that. So you make it sticky.
Yes, and
love that.
Like, it's very important to know yourself. It's knowing your child's learning style. It may just be that they don't have the vision board, they don't have it necessarily written down, but they learn very well by hearing you speak. So it may be that you're on a weekly basis just discussing their goals or their talents and encouraging them over the dinner table.
Oh, okay. I like that.
And it's sticking them. So then in years to come, they will go, I remember mum and dad or whoever it may be having the conversations around the table where you tell me the story about the squirrel and you'd remind me about my goals and you'd encourage me about how wonderful a gift I have with caring for others. That stuck with me.
I think it's like, most people listening to this, I wonder how many parents actually sit down and go actually to their children, let's talk about your goals. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes.
I do this with my daughter Neve. I'm like, man, one day you could be a model, you can be living in LA, you can be doing this. She's like, oh, Dad, can you just stop? But actually, I won't stop, because I think it's important that she see there's a bigger vision. So I'm loving what you're saying there, and I think it's important for parents, get your children dreaming, because life is tough, even at a young age. But if you can get them dreaming, it allowed these principles that we're trying to teach, all these steps that Gary's teaching, to really stick with them. See how you link the two things there? Did you see that? I'm paying attention, Gary. I'm paying attention. Right. Okay. So we're gonna make.
I'll ask you the questions.
No. No. Give me the next step then. I got 3 steps so far. Step number 4, if there is a step number 4.
Okay. Yes. So we know that within the financial education program, we teach having a number of money pots.
Okay. Yeah.
However, let's start off simple. 2 money pots. Now it could be that you walk now into your kitchen, you have a look in your cupboard, and you have a couple of.
Why I was looking up the top there, I don't know why. I really got into the whole visualization there. I was there. You pointed and I looked on top of the shelf.
Yes.
There is no shelf here, but I'm looking. So
okay,
I'm in the moment. I'm in the moment.
We're in the kitchen. You've opened up. You've got your shelf there. You've opened up the cupboard.
Yeah.
And you see a couple of jam jars or any form of pots that you may have.
Yeah.
Pick out 2.
Yeah.
And we're just going to use those now. As 2 money pots for your child.
Right. Okay.
Yes. One's we're going to call keep.
Yeah.
And the other one we're going to call spend.
Okay. Keep and spend.
Yes. We have this very big principle around keep half.
Yeah.
And spend half.
Yeah.
So if the child receives £1, they keep 50p, and they spend 50p.
Very simple.
Very simple. Now like I said, we have money pots that go up to 5, but the simplest step is 2 money pots, keep half, spend half. Real simple. Keep
it simple. And the thing is that I love what you're doing, is because everything you're teaching so far is incredibly simple for you to implement, but has dramatic impacts for later life. If they can manage this now, if they could do 50-50, why they have no bills, why they have no outgoings, guess what? They'll be able to do it at 16. And if they continue that way of living when they're 20, when they're 40, imagine the amount of savings and investments they will have.
Can you imagine?
That is incredible. So I know a lot of people say, well, I can't do that now. Well, we're not talking about you now. We're talking about when you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can do this. All right, very simple but incredibly powerful. I love that one. It's probably my favorite step so far. Okay, it's probably more to come. So actually, that'll be my number 1 so far. But that may change as we carry on. So get 2 You know, the great things of what you're saying as well, you don't have to go out and make it fancy. Jam jars, whatever you've got, and would you place that into the child's room? Would you, what would you do? Where would you place that?
Yes, if you have a trust for your child, or wherever they are within the house, you're comfortable them being there. If it can be in the shelf in the child's room, let them see the keep half and the spend half. If they can decorate the jar, let them have some ownership within the money pots.
Awesome.
Let them have that.
I tell you what, I know from my children who are like 15 now and 13, so they're older children, but they have a bank account and they love it when a statement comes in. They love seeing the money in there. Like, seriously, they're obsessed, of seeing cash. So I definitely, if you can have it in a way where the child can see it mount up, 50p to £1 to £10 to £20, believe me, they'll start getting motivated, and they'll be even motivated. They don't want to spend it, believe me, because my children are like that. Okay, so I love that. Okay, so 2 money pots. Number 5, if there is a step 5, Gary.
Okay. Incentivize your child for keeping money.
Oh, okay.
So incentivize. So now we're add on an extra incentive for keeping. So if you're noticing now, right, that the child's been getting some money. Now it may be, for chores, it may be in their birthday, whatever it is, pocket money allowance, various things. If you're noticing now, actually they are using the 50% principle. They are keeping half. Yeah. Right. Incentivize them. Now, whatever that may be, it may be an experience together. You may say, if you're keeping half and I measure that over a period of time, I'm going to add a little bit more money. Yeah. Whatever it is, from knowing your child and what motivates them and what works for them, give that extra little bit of an incentive for actually keeping half, because we know, Denzil, we all like to spend, don't we?
Yeah, 100%.
Right, and if a child can spend, right, we've all seen the marshmallow test, where they can, if they can just hold on and leave that that marshmallow there, all right,
there's a bigger reward.
So the delayed gratification. So, but put in a little incentive.
And the thing is, it from a child's perspective, and translating that to an adult, that's like you get an interest, or saying that actually, if by saving, what I'm getting is something from the bank or from my property or from my investments, which gives you that reward, and you're like, wow, that was worth it. You know what I mean? Because I saved my money, I was able to get that investment, and that investment's give me 20% return, 15% return. So what you're doing is giving them a principle that there are rewards for saving. Okay, so I love that.
Absolutely.
Love that. Good. Okay, so we got 5. Let me just recap, just in case anyone's caught this in halfway through. Step number 1 was to ask them to learn what does a squirrel do. And we know that a squirrel likes to hoard its nuts. Okay. The second thing is to obviously find out the talent of your child and also their goals. Give them a reason, something compelling for them to want to save for the future. The other thing then is to make it stick. Create a visual board, or it may be you talk about it at the dinner table, whatever your child's learning pattern or style is, then obviously feed into them that way. The other thing then, very simple, which was still my number 1 favorite step, is to have the 2 money pots. Keep 50-50, and if you can master that principle, I believe, like, if they did nothing else, okay, this would take them to a whole new level in their finances. And then obviously incentivize with a reward system for saving. So that's where we are. Step 5. Step number 6, is there more?
Yes.
There's more, Gary. There's more.
A few more
steps.
Enable your child to earn some money.
Oh, okay.
Now, I know some parents, they don't want to give their children any money whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to be able to give your child some money, so they go through the process of managing money and putting some money into the parts of the keep half and the spend half. So give them the opportunity. Now, I understand every child or every person in the household will have their contributions within the family. We're talking about now above and beyond. So if you can help them find some extra things that they can do above and beyond their normal contributions to the home, even as an 8-year-old, right? Incentivize them with some pocket money, with an allowance, which then you can also then see them manage across the money pots.
Oh, okay.
So,
I like that.
Enable them to receive, to earn some money. It's good for them to be understanding the value of money, the counting of money, the allocation of money. So it's good to enable them to be able to receive some money.
I think the great thing is as well, you'll start to create in them creativity to earn money. Because one of the things, if you're going to be successful, you have to learn how to earn money. So if they can see that mom said, well, if you, I don't know, wash up, let's say for instance, and you're like, hold on, if mom gives me £2 for washing up, what if I wash the car? Is that worth £5? And that's the kind of spirit that you want to foster in your children, is getting them to be creative in terms of their earned income. So if they can start now at 8 years old, 10 years old, going, Mom, if I do this for you, or Dad, if I do this for you, can I earn some? That's the kind of principle you want to get into. I love that. That's a great principle. You know, we live in a society now where everybody wants something for nothing. But if you can create that and get them to see opportunities, that's the thing that I really love what you just done there, is that a child then will be able to look around the home and go, hold on, if I do this, I can create cash. Well, guess what? If they walk out the home at 15 years old, they'll start to look at the world and see opportunities and think, if I do this, I can earn money. So that is an incredible, simple step that is incredibly powerful. Now, okay, that's on par. That's on par with step number 4.
It's interesting how we think alike.
Yeah.
Because my second point to that part as well is have conversations with the child about how they can make money. So they're thinking creatively and very entrepreneurial.
Yeah, love that. Love that. Great minds think alike there, Gary. One day I can come and work for you. Okay, so step number 7, guys. You said you got a couple more. Okay, so step number 7. What is step number 7?
Make it fun.
Right. Okay.
Make it fun. Right. We hear of so many people that have associations of money growing up.
Yeah.
Right. To the point where they're in their adult life and they don't want money.
Yeah.
They don't want to be associated with money. Every time money comes in, they try to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Let's make the whole process of money management, financial education, keeping money fun. Play board games, play educational, financial education, money management board
like
games.
Monopoly and things like that.
Monopoly, well, the Keep On Schooling board game, that'll be out within the next 12 months.
Okay, watch this space. They're in the schools at the moment. Watch this space. It's coming, the board game for the home.
Yes, but there's various financial education board games out there. Yeah. But play those games with the family.
Love that.
Have fun.
Yeah.
They're also learning about money at the same time.
Love it. So one of the things that you're saying is make it fun. And the thing is, making money, saving money, investing money is fun. It really is. I know a lot of people think that it's like, what is more fun than having money in your bank account? I don't know about anyone else. I love that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's not fun being broke. That's what I do know. That ain't fun. Okay. So actually, yes, you know, I know my kids used to love playing Monopoly, getting your hotel and things like that. And it's a principle of putting money away so you can save for that investment and then upgrade the investment and then get money, a return on investment from that investment. That is so Monopoly is brilliant until we get obviously to keep on scrolling, obviously, so it's good until then. So okay, so I believe that we've got one more step, number 8. So you've taken us through 7 steps so far, and I think definitely I've got my favorites, and it'd be really good for anyone listening to this, whether that be on iTunes, SoundCloud, or you're watching this on GenHope TV. Let us know which is your favorite step, which is the one that really got your child engaged. I'd really like to hear that. So what is step number 8, the final step, Gary? What is step number 8?
Step number 8, and I'm sure you're going to have things to say about this one, is lead by example.
Oh wow, okay, powerful.
Statistics are showing money habits are formed in the primary school age.
Yeah.
Okay. The children are watching what you are doing with your money.
Yeah.
The conversations you have about money, your association with money.
Yeah.
Children look up to you, they're watching you, they love you.
Yeah.
Okay. Lead by example. That's not to say your financial situation right now is perfect. We're not saying that now.
We're not here to judge.
And you know, we're here to support families.
Yeah.
We're here to support the home. But on that journey of making financial education fun and supporting your children within your own journey as well, just be conscious that children are watching.
Yeah.
So you want to be an example with money management.
And I love that, you know, and you're so true. Is that sometimes we're looking for the world to be our children's role model, but actually the greatest role models are sitting in the house. Not your teachers, not the YouTubers and things like that. The greatest inspiration is the person that they look at 24 hours a day. Because you may not think that they're watching you. They're not watching you, but they are. They're watching how you behave. So the thing is, look, you know, we were just having a conversation earlier on, and I want to get something across just on this point. don't also then be the person who's tight. Okay, you don't want to grow. You don't want your children to be tight. That you're always the one looking for the bargain. You're always the one going cheap. You're always the one. No, they want to see you go. But you know what? I'm able to afford what I want, not by being cheap because I saved. If that makes sense, because it's not attractive to be cheap. No one's looking at, celebrities and going, oh my gosh, look how cheap they are. I've never seen anyone get followers by being cheap. So be inspirational in what you do, but show your children that if you want a nice TV, you save for it. If you wanted a nice holiday, you save for it. You wanted a nice car, you save for it. So show them to be aspirational, to go for nice things. Okay, don't be cheap and, tight-fisted. That's not going to inspire your children to keep money. But show them the principle behind that. So just wanted to put that, because we spoke about it literally before we started the show.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
We want to be inspired.
Yeah.
We truly want to be inspired. We want to inspire others. And that's why I think I put so early on about the importance of discovering your talents.
Yeah.
And then your goals and your dreams. Because we want the children to be dreaming. We want them to be thinking big.
Yeah.
We want them to enjoy the whole process. And if they want the nice big things that comes with money, then just put the right steps in place, first of all.
And you can have anything you want. That's the truth.
Many things are possible.
Excellent. Okay, Gary, thank you so much for, the how-to today of how does a parent get their child to engage in saving. I think that this is something that we should be running nationally. So hopefully this is the video that goes viral, because, I think there's too much rubbish out there of things going viral. This is something that needs to go viral. This is something that we hope anyone who's watching this, instead of keeping it to yourself, share this with someone else. Share this with someone else. Share this with someone else. And in particular, share this with schools. Share this with people who are watching this. If you've got a niece, a nephew, a child, share this with the school and get this guy in. Keep on squirreling the organisation into your school. Now, Gary, I know that tell people actually before we start to close off. Tell people about where they can find you on social media and things like that, or your website, so they can see more of your content.
Thank you, Denzil. The website is keeponsquirreling.com.
Yeah.
The social media icons will be on there for Facebook, for Twitter, for LinkedIn. A lot more stuff's going to be coming on YouTube now.
Fantastic.
So you'll find a lot of stuff on there. However, if there's something as a parent or even a school, primary school, that you're thinking, I would like help in this particular area, or what do you recommend? We will create a podcast around it. We'll do some blogs, whatever it is, to help support you. So we want your feedback.
Yeah.
And even if it's something constructive, you tell us how we can help, how we can serve you, the home, the family unit, the children. You let us know, and schools let us know, okay, what you're finding challenging, why financial education is not within your primary school. And if we can help,
we will.
100%.
Okay. So look, thank you so much, Gary. Is there anything that is there any final thoughts that you want to close off with before we close off the show? Anything else that you'd like to say?
Well, I've got a couple of questions for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've really enjoyed this particular podcast.
Yeah, it's been really good. Really good.
Because there's so much value that it can have. For the home.
Yeah. 100%. And it's simple, Gary. I love what you've done. You've made it incredibly simple. Kids have to get a vision. But the principle that I loved in particular was still the 2 money pots. I imagine if my parents had said to me and reinforced from an early age, keep half, spend half. If I'll be very honest, I got to places where I was earning, 60, 70,000. Imagine if I could save 50% of what was coming in. So if you're getting paid 3,500, if I could have saved like £1,700 a month, that's almost like 15, 17 grand a year. Do you know that's a house? Like, I'm getting excited. Oh my God, if I could only reverse my whole life. Okay, but if I can't do that for me, the great thing is we can help the next generation. So this is an incredible principle. Seriously, hopefully you won't miss this. If you can get this principle to any child, this will set them up for the rest of their life. That these guys could be financially free, but I actually think they could go one step further if they could. And it doesn't matter how much they're earning, if they're working as they're whatever, if they can manage this principle, I truly believe they can become financially wealthy. I really believe they watch our podcasts and things like that, but if they get this one principle, not only will they be financially free, I think that they could be financially wealthy. I'll throw that out there. I'm excited.
John, I'm really excited. Look, I had questions for you now, but I feel like it's naturally it's naturally come out. And what we want now, really, we just want to hear your feedback on the steps. Literally, what was your favourite step? Tell us some more, parents. We really want to be hearing from you. So Denzil, I don't have any more questions now.
Excellent.
You can just,
we'll close off. Okay. Yeah, that's it. As you said, I think it's been really powerful. And obviously, the one thing that we say about these hashtag Real Talk podcasts is that we want it to be inspiring, motivating, and empowering. And I think that we covered all three of those elements on this podcast. So God bless you. Thank you. And remember this: it is your responsibility to take care of your financial future, but not only yours, as we talked about today, the next generation. It's your responsibility, not government, not the schools, yours. So please, if you get this today, this could set up the next generation to be financially secure and financially free. God bless you, and see you soon for another Real Talk podcast. Remember to please subscribe onto iTunes, SoundCloud, and the GenHope TV YouTube channel. God bless you. Bye-bye.